We are fired up. That song gives me the goosebumps every time I hear it. Keep your head up high, high. This is our time. I'm fired up to be here. It's your Jersey boy, Omar Redamar, and I am here tonight with nonetheless success coach and a total rockstar from Canada, Claudia Bohorquez, and we have some special guests on here tonight who will be sharing not just stories. Yes, that's great, but the experiences you live at conventions. Obviously, that right there with video was a great escape. My uplines were there. They said it was an experience they will never forget. They've been marked with that. Like, they've been talking about it ever since. Said, listen, you got to keep working. You're close to making it happen. And me, honored to give my beautiful wife at least a great honeymoon on a great escape pretty soon. So I want to give her many more. She ate the bone at the beginning. She got to eat that steak now, right? So that's what we're working for. So welcome here tonight. I see some amazing peeps. Some of my favorite peeps here tonight. We have the amazing Matty Gomez shining over there in Canada. We have the incredible son of Miami, Karen Leal. I see you. And we have amazing rockstars on here tonight. Betty Lopez, Hilda Galindra, Sandra Lovato. We have, I saw we had people from Malaysia, I think, or Philippines. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're at. Welcome to the most talked about meetings on Tuesdays, and you are in the right place tonight. I hope you brought some towels or tissues, because we're going to share some experiences, and many of you are going to be impacted. If you need to cry, you don't want to be seen, you can turn off the cameras, but we're going to share some heart tonight. JT in the house, my man JT over here from down the city in New York, from the New York City, babies, right across the Hudson River. He's really right there close to me, but we haven't met a person yet. So welcome everyone tonight. It's going to be a very, very different one. Yes, usually we do trainings on Tuesdays and all that, but guess what's around the corner? Can you take a quick guess? Convention, Hilda. I read you. Yes, convention vision. Vision. This is the vision that David had from the beginning. Having incredible people from all parts of the world united in one vision, united in one heart, and be able to go and spread that message of hope and take that hope to homes, to the hearts, and touch more peoples. Now, we know we also have a little assignment. We got to reach those 3 million people, 3 million homes by 2030. And I think we're going to reach it way before that. But that's a good. So, Claudia, if you want to open up right there, just help me warm it up a little bit in here. Let's see who we have around. What are we going to be sharing tonight? And you can pick them. You can pick them as you want.
Very good. I am so excited about our chosen topic of this convention of this night, which is connection. And I actually called it on Facebook Vision Meets Connection, because one of the things that Omar and I wanted to do was kind of remind you of those previous conventions that we had. And we had a call out for some of the people to share some of those best moments that marked their life with some pictures, a story. So even if you did not say, hey, I want to talk, but you actually get excited, raise your hand, share with us. We are going to start with two that said, I want to do it. And you can share anything you want about the most memorable moment. Number one, I want to say before that, for those that are new, I have a new guest, Sanelia. And for those of you watching on Facebook, maybe there's somebody that doesn't know what we're talking about. We are all part of this great community. We are the English community for the company For Life Research, which is in Utah. And so, as many of you know, but if you don't, we are a network marketing company, and network marketing companies are very popular for one thing: gathering in conventions. You name it, Amway, ACN, Herbalife, Avon, you name it. It doesn't matter. They all have a great big party, international, where they meet. And sometimes, like ours, they have like a Asia convention, they have an Africa, they have an India convention, but they have an international one where most of the people, they fly from all over the world. Ours is every 18 months in the US, and it changes cities. It rotates. Sometimes it's in Utah, Atlanta, Orlando. Now, last time was in Utah, and now they're going to do it again And we love Utah. Don't you love Utah, Omar? I love Utah because we get to see our head office, our corporate office, so many things. So let's share a little bit about that. I'm going to start with Karen. I think Karen is ready to talk. I'm going to continue with Matty. I'll probably go next, and then we'll take it from there. We're going to close with Omar because I know he is the boy, Jersey boy, with that beautiful woman. Like I said, the bacon and the egg, or the peanut butter and the Nutella. But what we're going to do is start with Karen. Karen, what is your most memorable, fantastic moment about the greatest day for us all, where we all get to gather together?
Hi, Claudia. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Welcome, everybody. Let me tell you, every time they mention convention, I'm like, I get, just from the very first one I lived, it's like the thing that you can take away and that you cannot describe to anybody is what you feel. Like all the energy that everybody is giving out, like all the good vibes, all the positivity, all the hope that you see in everybody's eyes. It's, you can't put a price on that. Seeing everybody's stories, all the success stories going from rags to riches, you know, like El Guardia que compró su sueño, like seeing those people coming from a point where, like, a lot of us could be going through a financial struggle, and going to this convention might not be like the most intelligent thing to do, because you might have to put it on a credit card, you might have to borrow money to get there. But guess what? When you get there and you start hearing all the stories of everybody, how they accomplished their goals and their dreams through this opportunity, it really tells you that you're in the right place, that you're not the only one, that you're not going through that alone, that there's other people that went through the same thing that you are going through, and they've already walked the walk. All you have to do is just follow their footsteps, and you're going to start achieving those goals and that lifestyle that they're achieving. A lot of people might not be going through a financial struggle, but they might have other needs. Whatever the case is, convention has it all for you. Convention has all the stories that you want to hear. You'll be able to connect with people from, like Claudia said, different parts of the world. You know, I love seeing the people from Korea. I was in the military a while back, and I served in South Korea. So seeing them brings back a lot of nostalgia, and and just seeing how incredibly strong our company is, to the fact that we're expanding, to this magnitude. It's amazing to see. So that feeling that you get from just the vibe, just from seeing everybody, running into Omar, running into Claudia, running into everybody, just giving them a hug and saying hello. And Claudia, I don't know how much you want me to go into this, but I could take up all night. I did have a little video. Hopefully I can show it, and a couple of pictures that I wanted to share with you guys. Do you want me to do that now? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, go for it.
Let me attempt to do this. Okay. Do you guys see the boost? Okay. So one of the greatest things about convention is being able to be there for product launches. And product launches are amazing. They're one of my many favorite things about convention. And this one was special because my daughter was there with me, and I was able to use her as my taster for this. So here is her reaction to this immune boost formula that they came up with. A lot of us are, we're used to seeing the ones, from CVS, Walgreens, all those pharmacies, the Emergen-C, the famous Emergen-C. This is Emergen-C on steroids. This is completely out of the league. It's not only that 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, but it has all these other vitamins, all these other zinc, and all these other things. And on top of that, it has our patented formula for transfer factors, which is a molecule that educates our immune system. So here is my daughter's reaction to
It's better than the other ones.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna drink this one now.
We gotta share it.
Your turn.
So I hope you guys were able to hear that. She said it's better than the other ones. And and it's good. It's good for to have those honest opinions, because let me tell you, these kids have no filter. They have no filter. So another a picture that I wanted to share with you was these amazing pictures. When we have our arrival, we get to sign in, we get to leave our mark at the, are you guys seeing this where we sign? Okay, there are a bunch of things.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. So you get to sign, you get to leave your mark. They have this at every single convention. You get to leave messages and you get to be part of it. This is a beautiful thing that they do. And I absolutely love that they do that, because it makes you feel like, okay, this is mine. I belong here. Another picture I want to share is the opportunity that my mother had to meet our beautiful Bianca Lisenby, the owner of For Life Research, her and her husband. And this was one of my mother's dreams, being able to meet her, being able to hug her. And her dream became true during this past convention. And we are so grateful to God for this opportunity. Another one is the opening parties. We have amazing opening parties that we all enjoy. You guys see Mati here. She's gonna share with you guys her experience. This was her first convention, and I was absolutely happy to have her on here. There's one thing for us to go, and another thing for our teammates to make it to convention, because they get to see what we tell them. They get to see the greatness of this business. And I couldn't leave out the opportunity to be able to walk across the stage. We work every day in our regular 9-to-5 jobs, and we really don't get recognized for it unless, you absolutely are there for years, or, you have to take over people's jobs. Over here, you have the opportunity to go at your own pace and get recognized for it. So you can get promoted as fast as you can, and you get recognized for it. You get to walk across the stage. This is me walking across the stage for my presidential, it was Presidential Diamond. The rank now is called Presidential, and I am so grateful for that. Not only do you get to walk across the stage, you also get a trophy sent to your house and all of that. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling to get recognized by this amazing company. I also went on a Great Escape trip to Hawaii. So yes, those Great Escape trips, you guys, you have to be there. One thing is going on vacation, paying for it, and another thing is going on vacation for free. So going on vacation for free, you can't put a price on that. And last but not least, what can I say about this picture? Our closing party was a costume party, and we have our beautiful Gabby and Dave over here showing their spirits about, with their chicken and cow costumes. This was iconic. Having my daughter there to take a picture with them, I absolutely love this. So there's so much, like you guys can see, I wanted to pull pictures from different things that you get on top of all of this that I showed you. Like I said in the beginning, the stories, the transformational stories that we hear from people that are already doing this business, that are already successful, and they're telling us what they did that worked for them in order for us to do it as well and be able to accomplish our goals and dreams. So I hope this touched somebody's heart. I hope you guys are excited about convention as much as I am, and hope to see you guys in Utah in April.
Woohoo! That is so cool. I'm already excited about seeing you, Karen, and the whole English team and the whole world. And we're going to go with Maddie from Canada next. So Maddie and I have a great story. Maddie is actually in Toronto, which is the same city I was in. And we never got to meet, just for an odd reason. I don't know. We actually never made the let's go for coffee, but we talked. So when she went to convention, she got to meet my sister first, who was actually traveling from Orlando, and they ended up in the same spot at the airport. They got together, they took the bus together, they got to the hotel. So my sister in Orlando got to meet first Maddie, then myself, and then we had such a great time once we got to hug each other and get to know each other better. So Maddie, what do you have for us tonight?
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. I can say it was one of the most beautiful experience of my life because I always dream of when I was living in Spain. I'm from Venezuela, but I lived in Spain, in Madrid, for almost 20 years. My dream was to be in a big convention, like a North American in the US, something that I had in since I was small, something that you dream of, no? And when it was happening almost 2 years ago, it was like, well, you really have to dream about things that you want in life because they will happen. It happened to me. And to see so many people, 3,000 people, it was something that I had never experienced. After the COVID and hugging each other, for me, it's very important. That affection, face to face, to smiles of everyone, to see everyone. I got to meet you, Claudia, and your beautiful sister. She's amazing person, very good friend of myself and mine right now. And the thing is, I got to my mentor to know Karen. I was waiting for Karen the first day around 1 a.m. At the hotel, and it's like I know her, like she's my sister, but to see her and embrace her was something different. So you need to do it. You need to see the people that you're talking to them for 2-3 years, and it's good for our health also, no? And the other thing I can show you, I didn't organize a picture like you, Karen. It was my fault, but I have the pictures by October 2022. I have so many pictures. I got to meet, let me see, I can do it, no, Claudia?
That you can share the screen.
Share.
Share.
Okay, share, okay. Some photo, let me see. The problem is, no, I have to go back. So I can do it directly. Can I do it directly from, it's okay, because I have to go back to,
What do you
because I have it from in the gallery. I'm not sure if I can do it directly from gallery.
You can do it, just share screen and then go to your photos. Share screen.
Right now. Can you see it now? Oh.
Go share screen and then it'll start broadcast and then it'll share your photo and then you go share photos.
Oh no, why it's not showing? No, I did photo, but no. I have it in gallery, but it's going to the beginning. Okay. Let me do it like that, and I don't know why it's not doing it. I have it ready, but it's not doing it.
Okay. You can share them with me and I can show them at the end if you want. Want to do that?
Yeah, it's okay. And the thing is, I got to meet the people like Juan Rosado, important people in our business, our company. It was an amazing moment. His wife, and also just Alberto, their daughter, of course, was an amazing opportunity to meet him. How sweet and good person he is. Surprised me. I lost my phone. It was remember Claudia? I lost my phone there and in the Hilton at the Hilton Hotel. And next day he kept it for me. Thank God, and I said, oh, wow. And I was super happy to see him with my phone, and I had him too. And also that meeting at Hilton, it opened my mind, like the 2 meetings with Dave Daughtry and Jeff Albergers. It was like an amazing thing for me because I felt something different in that moment. It was like the beginning of something new in my life. Like I really can do this business. I felt like I can dream of doing it, and I have the courage to do it and motivation because the stories that they told us, they were amazing and unique. You have to be there to feel it, and that's why I recommend you, all of you, to do it. I can say that. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. And that is so exciting because you can hear the excitement in the voice, right? And that is what convention is about. And sharing this night with you guys, in case that you haven't been there, is just so that you can experience a little bit of what we have, a little flavor. But if you have been there, so that you get excited if you haven't gotten your BOGO, or if you haven't gotten the room, or you haven't gotten the ticket, it's time because it's in April 24 to 28. And personally, I've been already to Utah, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, and every time there's something different and new to see. So get those tickets going. Before I show my part, I want to see if anybody wants to say a little comment or have a question. Who wants to talk before my turn? Let's see. I want to show hands. I want to talk. Louis hasn't fixed his, yeah, good. Louis hasn't fixed his camera, I think. I wish
One at a time.
I know. Don't hold jump. Don't hold jump. Okay. So it's 9:30. I'll go next. I actually have too many, just like Karen, just like I could show the whole night all my pictures because I get too excited. So I'm actually going to just go fast. And Matty, feel free to send your pictures and I can show them at the end. I'm going to share my screen and see where I am. Well, convention has really been the highlight, and I'll tell you why. When I joined For Life, my first convention that I wanted to go to, my father got really sick, and it was the Orlando convention, and he was really, really sick, so I couldn't travel. It was like I almost left him with a nurse. Thank God I didn't, because he actually passed away the following month, and I had to like cancel the trip last minute, and I had not committed yet to being a For Life leader. I was just like a customer, and I was kind of, building on the side. And so, but I had leaders and they went and they were excited, but I kind of missed the boat on that one because they were Canadian, and they kind of they were with my sister, but they still felt a little odd because there's so many Spanish people. So this is why this is really important, because our English community is growing. I have a larger English team now, and I want to show them that we are all about English as well, right? So 2015 comes, I'm still working at my regular job, and something happens, and I'll tell you that on my way to Utah, I had a text come in, and I had prayed for 2 years for God to send me a signal when would be the time to quit my full-time job, which was already at a network marketing company. For those of you that don't know my story, I work for Avon, so I can't really do For Life because I'm already on the MLM in corporate. Like, you can't be in corporate and then have a network marketing business, right? So I had prayed and I had asked God that when he wanted me to be full-time with For Life, to send me a big, big sign. And I had said, if you want me to be in For Life, you're going to give me a miracle. And it's going to be one of those miracles, those healing miracles that people say it can only be God. And I said, it could be somebody, I was negotiating with God. I said, it could be somebody like my friend Susan Zmersik, who has Crohn's disease 35 years ago. And they have told her that there is nothing else to do for her. They've tried everything. They've messed up all her organs, everything. She's deaf because of all the tests. They've done everything. And she has already 2 surgeries. She has 6 feet of intestine that have been cut off. And I guess how I'm conversing with God, the way I'm telling you. And they told her that they're going to cut some more intestine. And she called me and she said, the only thing I have left to try is transfer factor. I have nothing else to try. I've tried everything, so I'm going to try it. And she had been feeling better. And so I'm going to Utah. I actually remember so well because I missed the plane and I actually landed in San Francisco, and I'm on my way to Utah with one of my best friends, Kulwinder Samra, and I opened my phone, and it was 2 years after starting the product. She had taken it for 2 years. Susan Zmersik was writing a text and was saying, and by the way, disclaimer, this doesn't happen to everybody. It was my miracle. And she wrote, I went to the doctor, I got a colonoscopy, and I'm Crohn's free. The doctor cannot believe it. And in that moment, I knew that God was telling me that it was time to leave my job. And I was a single mom. And at that moment, I knew that that was my answer. And I said to my friend, I'm going to quit my job. I had not even arrived to Utah, and I already knew I had to quit my job. And I was so scared. And I said, this is what I had been waiting for 2 years. And I'm going to quit my job. I can finally do For Life, because I was scared to quit my job. And so I arrived to Utah, And I went to Dave Daughtry, who had already come to Canada in a year before. And Dave had come to Canada to meet me and had said, are you going to be in for life? And I had told him I wasn't ready. Can you imagine that? I had told Dave Daughtry I'm not ready. And so when I went to Utah, and I got to go to Dave and I said, Dave, I'm going to quit my job. I am ready now. And so convention is really big for me because it was in that convention that I committed myself. And I went to convention Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And my friend Kawinder said, are you sure you're going to do this? I had been 15 years in that job. And I said, yeah, I need to quit because I just need to. This is like God is telling you to quit. And so just it's not about the story. It's just that convention marked my life because I went to Dave Daughtry and I said, Dave, I'm now ready. And that is, I've told the story before. Dave said, very well, I've been waiting for you. Now you guys know this is the rest of the story. Dave is my beautiful and amazing mentor and upline. So I'm going to share a little bit. I've had a really beautiful ride with for life and conventions because God has a different, for some reason, design for me. And so I'm just building here my convention. So this picture that you see here is actually a very important convention because that was the next convention. So that was the second convention, and I'm still not really friends with Gabby at that time. But on the first convention where I committed that I was going to quit my job, and I did, by the way, I saw these little white sofas, or not white, like the white sofas that most of us know. And Maddie, you know how you said you had gone to a convention that was 3,000? This one was 8,000 people. Oh, sorry, that went into security thingy. One sec. So that convention was a really large convention. I don't know if Omar remembers that one. That was a big convention, large. And that's 2,000. Okay, here we go. So what happened in this convention is that, again, for some reason, God just decided that my mentor at that time was Kevin Moore. He actually got sick from something. And he said, I'm going to give you my VIP ticket, and I'm also going to give you he's President's Club, the Kevin. And so he gets to sit by Dave. And he says, I'm going to give you my VIP, and I'm going to give you my President's Club VIP bracelet. So that meant I had actually dreamed and called into action that I was going to sit one day. One day I'm going to sit in those sofas. The next year I was sitting on the sofa. I was like, bro, not this way. You know, I want to be there as a planner, but that's fine. God, thank you so much. And so, as you can see, I'm wearing, I don't know, I don't have the picture here, but anyway, so I wasn't friends with Gabby. She's sitting with her kids. Now, that convention, I had gone with some of my leaders. We waited for everybody to leave, and I got to sit with them in the white, you know, like one day we're going to be sitting in these, each of us is going to have a white sofa. And I know most of the ones that have gone have probably sat down and declared that you guys are going to have your own sofa. This is my first, convention where I get to meet Dave and Gabby with Kawinder, and I met J. Michael. And it was just so exciting. Following convention, I get to meet Dr. Gina. And this is a really fun one because we are in Utah. And Dr. Gina, if I'm correct, had not ever tried blueberry pie with ice cream. And we actually got to share one. And that was funny for me because, just Dr. Gina is now a really good friend. This is the China team, and I was excited that we were opening China. This is not my team, by the way, but I declare that I will have a team in China. And in 2018, I got to take my son to China. So God keeps kind of like putting things in my tray, but they're still, not aligning yet. But I will have a team in China. This was a really beautiful picture of Dave and Gabby, which I love, so I just took it. In 2018, I got to take my husband for the first time, and that's when I wanted to show him that it's not all about fun and party. We actually get to do acts of service. So acts of service in that specific convention was building the bicycles for the kids in Utah. And so it was a cute picture because he likes biking, and he got to meet Dave and Gabby. And Gabby is so beautiful with her gifts to us. And she gave my husband like a water bottle and just like spoiled him. And he fell in love not only with For Life, because he already knew I love For Life, but he fell in love with what we represent as community and family. And again, just more pictures of, for those of you that know me a little bit, I manage the meeting rooms for Dave Daughtry. So we have 17 meeting rooms in Spanish that we manage. And so I got to meet a lot of the leaders that I had never met before, and obviously some of the ones that I had. But there's also fun after the fun. So this is our Orlando villa. Dave had gotten villas for all of us at a great price. And so here we are again. This is another convention with Dr. Gina. So I like that we got to hang out at the pool. And so it's not only, this convention was really great. I was with my husband, and again, we were at a beautiful villa. And again, just some more pictures of the teams that we never got to meet. Friends that we saw through just Zoom now became real. And obviously, again, I really enjoyed, just like you, Omar, when partners go, it just makes it more special. Linda Emerson is actually Canadian, and I wanted to display her here because that was the first time I actually saw another Canadian flag when she was walking on stage. Not here. This is when she became gold, but when she walked one day with the Canadian flag, I ran after her. And then when I met her, sweetest lady, Linda Emerson is actually a gold international now. She says she is the longest person to make gold in For Life. She's really funny too. She rides a motorcycle, and she's actually, for those of you that don't know her, she's the upline to the whole Asia line. So I always laugh because she's here 2 hours away from me in a soy farm, taking care of her senior mother. And she's already, a little older. And then you see her, you would think of her buying like grocery stores. And then you're like, oh, her team sells like 3 million points because Sherry Dean and all the Dean family are under her. She's actually the one that brought Sherry Dean to For Life. They were friends in Formore. Anyway, the story I was telling the other day. So I like to display her because you never know who's walking on that stage, and you also never know who's walking next to you at the grocery store, right? So that's Linda Emerson, and I love her. And again, acts of service again. My sister and I reconnected in this last convention. She had not gone for a few years, and she just fell in love with For Life again. And now, as you guys know, Adriana is full committed. We went to the party at the end of the gala party. They have really fun things that we can do with our pictures. This is one of our favorite pictures, and obviously now that Bianca is passed away, we cherish it even more, which is we got that moment where it's hard to get them, right? Especially on that party. And yes, Karen, I had the same picture, Dave and Gabby in their chicken and cow suit. That was one of the most memorable suits. And that's my sister. We also get to hike and do things afterwards. So it's not only about what you do in convention, but what you do. Last but not least, this is the convention in Latin America. So this was the Colombian Foundation trip to Foundation. I just wanted to display this one because, again, I was going through my pictures and I just wanted to show you guys this part. And I'll tell you a little bit about what happened there. Let's see. So David Lisenby is looking at Gloria. Gloria is my upline, and that's the medic. She actually had fallen. So I'll tell you that sometimes when you go in these trips, and so that is my last picture, what happened in that picture was that, in that video, is that sometimes you get these moments that you can't believe, like that one, right? My upline had actually fallen, and she got so excited to see David Lisenby when we went to the Foundation trip. She fell and she injured herself. There was like blood, so they had to bring her into the house. And for me, I mean, I got to live 2 days with Foundation, building the houses and all that stuff. But one of the greatest moments was to see David Lisenby, how caring he was, just like you guys saw there. He was so worried about Gloria that had gotten injured, that the whole time while they were bandaging her, he was like a father. He was like just watching over her and saying, "Are you okay? Are you sure you feel okay? Are you in pain?" And he was like so sweet. And I thought, Man, this is priceless. Like, you know what? The owner of the company just so caring and loving. And I got to have like lunch also in a little spot with Bianca. And I don't have a picture of that. It's like, that's my memory that I have. And so those moments you can only live once. And that's what happens in conventions, in trips, in any trip. Just go for it because you don't know what's gonna happen. So that is my story. Thanks for that. And now I'm going to bring Omar next so we can close up with Omar.
All right. Wow, that was powerful. I really get excited every time I see all of you sharing all this experience. I wish we can transmit to you. We can get inside you and really let you know how we feel over there. But pictures speak by themselves. I'm going to start really quick by taking you on a fast journey on where everything started for me as well. And this is 2013, my first convention, October 2013, Miami. I go over there. I literally couldn't barely made it. I I had to do anything possible to buy the ticket. I slept on the floor. We would switch beds with bed with two leaders from Arizona. I met Tommy Moya, who was a well-known preacher and minister in Puerto Rico, and he was part of the company. So it kind of blew my mind. Like, what's Tommy Moya? So I got there. I get this incredible experience. Everything is new to me. I had recently just signed up a few months ago, maybe. So I was really fresh. I was like, okay, I don't know what is happening, where I am, but this is really going to impact me. I knew for a fact that it was going to change my life. I just didn't know how. So I'm there, and we had oh, Miami was your first one too, Luis, and oh my God, this was an incredible one. And the fact is, I didn't expect it. It was I barely ate because I was actually just making it possible to make it through. When I come back from convention, I get the news that my mom had breast cancer. That's my mom right there. Had come back. She already had the surgery there. She had lost, you know, and she was sick. So I'm coming from excitement and oh my God, this is new. I see stories crossing out the stages. I wanted to be there. I'm like, oh my God, an incredible experience. I barely slept. I come back, boom, I get the news from my mom. So I said, we got to either work harder because when I started the business, I needed $500 to pay the rent because I needed extra to pay the rent. And now I got to make it up to try to help my mom in the best possible way. So we started working. For those of you who don't know, I work for a transportation company. And during the day, that was me back then. But we're going to talk about that later. And I just started giving presentations and going crazy. I grew a really nice team from Brazil, beautiful people who part of those actually went with me in 2015. I went to Utah for the first time. So I went from 2013 Miami, 2015 to Utah, took part of my team. They were blown away, come back. I tell my wife, oh my God, you got to experience this. You got to see what's going on. She was kind of like skeptic, like, yeah, whatever, leave the excitement. I'm like, you keep doing it. So I told her, you just have to experience this. So I went from sleeping on the floor, switching the bed with leaders from Arizona, to taking leaders over there, to finally in 2018 be able to take my family. And this is where I took my wife, my kids, my grandson. We're going to Orlando. But mind you, I went to Atlanta first, and then we went to Orlando. Then we went to Utah. And when she went to Utah in 2018, that's where she said, wait a second. She came back and told the kids, we got to go. You guys have to experience this. And we've been able to, I had the honor, the blessing to cross stage with my wife, holding that Puerto Rican flag, that one star up there, just letting everybody know, yo, I'm Boricua, I'm up here. Like we call it like a jibarito. So I was really jibarito in a weird, crazy place. But I want you to hear from the one who didn't believe in this opportunity, what was her experience when she saw that I came back with this excitement. And I said, oh, please, just go once. Just go once. And we'll go from there. You don't have to go anymore. What happened to you, babe?
Well, like my husband said, I was very skeptical about network marketing in general because all the scams. So Parliament and all, you name it, for many reasons. But it was until the convention 2018, I heard the testimonies of many people over there, and the testimony of Bianca just impact me so much. I cried that day. That woman it was so powerful. She had a ministry, and all the things that she did for her community and for life. It was so impressive to me. So I decide after that I'm gonna not. I don't know nothing about network marketing yet. I'm still learning. But I told my husband I'm gonna be next to him, support him 100% after that.
And that was the best. That was after she said yes when we got married. That was the best thing she told me like ever. Because one of the things we need, as men or women, is you need that person next to you, your spouse. You need that partner. And I had experiences where if you've never been to a convention and you're going to this one, be ready. There's gonna be moments where you're gonna want to hug somebody. You're gonna want to cry on somebody's shoulder. It's just very deeply emotional to see all these transformations, these incredible stories, people who had probably less than what you think and what you can have, and they still made it. They left the excuses aside. So when I started this, seeing her conviction in it, I'm like, now I want to just do it, not just for me, not just for money. No, I want to do it for my family. Now I want to do it for the legacy. Now I want to be able to see her smiling all the time. I want to work to earn those great escapes. And once she told me, now you're not going alone to no convention, I said, I did it. And I don't want to feel like I arrived, but hey, going to a convention with your spouse is going to be life-changing. It's going to be something beyond, because now it's not just you. Now you're bringing that vision back home, and hence vision. Now you're going to bring that vision back home. You're gonna, for some reason, you're gonna get somebody stuck on that vision. Your family, people around you, they see you. Whether you want to accept it or not, people are watching. So if she was one of the skeptical who didn't believe from the beginning, even when I started having results with the whole Brazilian team, beautiful people, until she went to a convention and said, this is what we're going to do. And now she's actually telling me, teach me, because I want to learn. So I got to be careful, but she's gonna go right by me, and I don't mind, because she's gonna have her own recognition, her own ranks, and her own ways to earn it. But I know I'm going to be earning it with her. So we're going both on that. Yeah. So what I want to leave you with the words tonight, sometimes success is never going to be a straight line. And your achievements, whatever you achieve in life, is the consistency that you focus on. And you stay there, being consistent to yourself, being true to your word. Be real to yourself. Don't lie to yourself saying, I'm going to do this, and you kind of like go half at it. No, do it and try like Dave said the other day, he was on a meeting in Spanish, building a business with purpose. Build this with purpose, because everything else will align. The people will come. The people will definitely are gonna ask you, what do you do? I want to be part of it. I don't know what it is. It's gonna come. That part is gonna come. But people have to see commitment in you in order to want to say, I want to work with you and let's do this. So if it took me a while to convince her, who was completely skeptical, you can convince anybody out there. I highly suggest do not miss any convention, any big events like this, especially in Salt Lake City, where's the home of this amazing company. Yes, you got the background right there. So all I want to say is dream big, work hard, don't let nothing stop you. I had many obstacles in the way. I thought at a point, seeing my mom with cancer, I said, I'm not going to be able to make this. I could barely make my points. How am I going to get extra? But when you start doing it with purpose, money just comes. And yeah, full disclaimer, I'm not saying it cured my mom, but it helped my mom. She's cancer-free. She's doing great. She's dancing, and she's traveling Puerto Rico more than I do. So dream big, work hard, and connect yourself to the vision of you achieving greater things. God bless you all, and I hope this night has been somewhat inspirational for you and to those around, and you're going to be the one now getting everybody else contagious on your vision. All right, so Claudia, open it up. Do you want
Omar,
to
before we open it up, let's just in 2 minutes run through those pictures that I don't want to leave Matty's pictures out. Here she's got some of those pictures which are amazing also. Look at that. We have Matty and her group, Matty meeting Jeff, Matty meeting our CEO, Matty in the background. How beautiful, always that building, and with the Platinum Elite, another Platinum Elite. I love doing collection, like little cards. I like taking pictures with all of them. Now she is here with some the Colombia manager and some of the managers. Oh, Jenna Listenby, Matty, very good. And our beautiful Gabby and Dave Daughtry. I remember this is when we first met our English team right under that door. And I love the costume night because they all dressed up in, yeah, look at Juan and Damaris in their little police outfit, which was really great. That was great, Matty. So now we can open it up. Let me just stop that share.
Before we leave, let me just show you one last picture. This is the one I want everybody to take because I want you guys to also have this when you get, wait a second, what am I doing here? Here it is. This is where all of you can enjoy being part of. For Life is Beautiful.
Lovely.
Designed to make people happy and free overall. So that was Orlando, and hopefully we'll be there again pretty soon. So don't miss out. Don't miss out. I'd say we can wrap it up.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Please unmute and see you in Utah. Let's
Thank
see.
you.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye.
Oh, I
Thank you.
remember I
God
met
bless
Carla in
everyone.
convention.
Thank you. Good
Bye.
night.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
sharing.
Thank you, Mark.
Bye,
Thank you,
guys.
Claudia.
Thank you for
Thank you,
sharing,
You
guys.
have a
Have a
good
good
Thank
night.
night.
Can't wait to see you all.
Thank you so
Can't wait
much.
to
so
see you,
much.
Carla Lopez.
Thank
Yes, I'll see
you.
you. Bye.
Thank you,
Can't wait to
Omar.
hug
Bye.
you,
Thank
Betty.
you. Have an amazing night.
JT,
Thank
see you in
you.
convention, JT.
You guys
JT's so
take
quiet
care. God bless.
about- Bye-bye, everybody.